In 2025, the world will be no longer divided by wealth or education, but by those who embrace AI and those who don't. And if you're over 40 and so far you were rather hesitating about all these new AI developments, this is your wake-up call. Because AI is no longer optional. It is essential to stay relevant and thrive. And the predictions about the future are mind-blowing. McKinsey estimates that AI could automate up to 50% of current work activities by 2030. Also, Bain predicts that 80% of workers may face wage stagnation or displacement due to AI. That means that the complete job world over the next 5 years will face drastic changes. And you can no longer depend on the knowledge and experience you acquired in your life. The new superpowers will be adaptability and flexibility. Charles Darwin's statement is today more true than ever. It's not the strongest or the smartest that will survive, but the most adaptable. And when it comes to the job market, it is your adaptability that will help you to stay ahead of the curve in the age of AI. So how will the future landscape with AI look like? There are a few things that are pretty certain. One is that AI will make many things much cheaper because it will be much easier to produce and to manufacture them. AI will also be able to replace a lot of jobs like assistants, teachers, coaches, or accountants. That does not necessarily mean that there will be less work available, but the content of the work will shift dramatically. And there's probably some truth in the books of Yuval Harari and the predictions he's making for the 21st century. And while I don't really agree with everything he's saying, I think he has a valid point, and if we're aware of that, that can help us. But what is he saying? One thing is that we get part of our identity and our identification through our work. And Harari predicts also that in the near future many tasks and many jobs will be obsolete and not needed anymore. And this will happen probably much quicker than we all can imagine. Because the speed of AI development is really mind-blowing. If we think back 1 year, nobody talked about ChatGPT. It was just useless. But today, most of us cannot imagine a life without AI anymore. So what is happening when a large part of the tasks we were used to do will be replaced by AI is that more than ever, we depend on finding and following our purpose, because we will have more time to create our own life. And it also means we have to make a lot more choices how we use this time. And while this sounds great and gives us a lot of freedom, it also can be a burden. And it's our responsibility to give our life meaning in order to enjoy it. But the good thing is, this is also a huge opportunity for everybody who wants to strive and create their legacy. And if you want to use this opportunity, you should start rather sooner than later and train your flexibility by embracing this new technology. Because with the right skill set, you will be much more effective and productive. And when I'm talking here about skill set, I'm not necessarily talking about technical skills. Don't worry, you don't have to be a super programmer or become one of these computer nerds and talk only in bits and bytes. Because the way we usually communicate with AI is much less technical than it used to be before AI. And more than ever, the ultimate key to success lies within your authenticity. Because the advantage and the value part will shift from the execution to the idea creation. Because most parts of the execution can be streamlined and automized. So the winners of this development will be the best creators. This is your opportunity now to create the content you've always wanted to and to build your own personal brand. And AI is here to help you. It will help you not only to create the content, but also the connections and also to create new opportunities and ultimately your wealth and your freedom. The new currency in this playfield is not the data. It is actually attention. Because everybody will be fighting for the attention of the people and of potential customers. But to get this attention and to get this connection, we need a personal touch. Because you see that already today, right? The internet already now is full of AI-generated content. And if we're completely honest, we also must admit that actually it sucks. We are already sick of that. Because it's boring and everything looks very similar. And it is not authentic. So the goal must be to create personal and authentic content. Because ultimately, humans want to connect with other humans. We don't want to connect with robots or with machines. And that means your personality is your biggest competitive advantage. So the right way to use AI is to support us in the background, but the connection and our content need to have our unique personal touch. In 2025, your content will be your resume. And AI can help you to create videos, blogs, and marketing materials faster than ever before. And the gap between those who are embracing AI and those who don't is widening and widening. The affluent will use AI to multiply their wealth, while others risk being left behind. So how can we actually leverage our business by using AI? Well, the first thing we can do is to leverage labor. Because with AI you can do the work of an entire team, whether it's coding, marketing, or customer support, or writing emails. You can automate repetitive tasks, you can generate legal documents or all kinds of other contract documents, or you can create complete marketing campaigns. And the second part is, as we discussed already, to use AI as support for your content creation. And if you have the right AI systems in place, you can level up your content tremendously. Therefore, I encourage you to start now to get your hands on this new technology and to integrate AI into your daily routine. To become really good in it, you need to practice. There's not the one right way. You need to experience this with these different tools like ChatGPT and other LLMs to understand how they work. And you need to have a conversation with them. Because the way you give them tasks is much more conversational than with legacy technologies. Try to feed these tools with your input and see what they give you back. And from there improve it. And try it again. Because it doesn't mean if something is not working today, it will not work tomorrow. Or maybe it works different tomorrow, because these AI models are constantly improving and every day they're getting better. The more you use AI, the more you will understand their full potential. But here's a warning, make sure you use AI in the right way and don't get used by it. And this, by the way, applies to all technologies. You have to avoid overconsumption of AI. And that means basically to balance your AI usage between creation and consumptions. And don't just adopt everything that comes out of these systems. You should maintain your creativity and your critical thinking. You also should challenge and verify all the answers you get from AI. See AI as a support tool. It can enhance, but not replace your unique voice. If you're creating content, the final step always needs to be your personal and human touch. Because we don't want to read these AI-generated blog posts or tweets. Now is the right time for you to get started. Because first of all, the AI tools get more and more user-friendly, meaning it's very easy and simple, also for people that are not so tech-savvy, to use them and to get great results. You also don't need any coding skills to do that. You can just get started by having a conversation with them like you would have with a friend. But the most important part, why you should start now, is that the cost of not adapting will be much higher than the costs of learning these new skills. In principle, AI can help you in two ways to improve. So one that we discussed already is within your creation and in your productive part. This can be in content creation, but also in automating your business and in processing documents. The other part that will also change tremendously is the way you consume content. And there AI will help you to consume content that is much more tailored to your individual needs, and it can personalize your learning experience. You can also automate your research and find the right sources for what you want to learn. And now I want to tell you also why your age is not a problem. It's actually an asset. Because AI by itself is useless. We still need to combine it with the right experience and with the right wisdom. And you have all this wisdom and experiences. And if you combine this in the right way with the AI as a supportive tool, you will be unstoppable. You have the experience on how to make decisions. You have the right professional network in place that you can ask. And you have also good understanding about your industry and about your market. And with this wisdom, you can challenge the AI even further and create even better results than if you're just blindly following what AI says. With your experience, you're also able to actually feed the AI with the right questions and with the right prompts. And you can use also your judging skills to verify the outputs that you get. And this is something that is super efficient. How should your content creation strategy look like? As we said already, your authenticity is first. You should use AI to amplify and not to replace your voice. And you can do that by combining your personal stories with the efficiency of AI. And with this authenticity, you can create genuine connections with your clients and customers. To create your content, start with the 3P method. Start with your personal experience, add your professional knowledge and insights, and power it up with AI. And one structure that is working very well for me, for example, is that in the morning I usually start with creative work. Because in the morning your brain is fresh and you have the best ideas. And these are the things that mainly should come from your creativity. In the midday or afternoon, you can work more on the repetitive tasks, like sending emails, doing accounting, or everything else that's on your table. And the evenings are usually reserved for consumption. And I don't mean mindless consumption, but the learning and the planning phase for how to continue. And now I hope this was helpful for you. And I honestly don't hope that you believe everything that I'm saying, but eventually this video is a motivation for you to start adopt this technology more and to start embracing that. Because the combination of your wisdom and your experiences and these new AI tools means unlimited potential. Just make sure that you start mainly creating and not just consuming. And if you liked that video, please like and subscribe below. Leave a comment if it was helpful or if you have more questions and on what topics you want to see in the future on our channel. And with that, I wish you a wonderful day.